Under. No goals. No goals.
It's time to check the game notes. I think we're going to have the show of the year here.
We're almost having magical moments here.
Show Mindsy's time, Army. Show. Start us off.
What an opportunity. Another idea by me.
Everything's Burroughs' idea. Summer.
Welcome, welcome. It's time to check the game notes, Arm Dog.
Hey, everybody. Beamsy, what's up?
Happy Halloween to everybody out there.
That is unbelievable.
Hey, Arm Dog, I just got off the phone with the Barstool salespeople. We need you to rip an ad read for us. Just
Oh, yeah?
Sure.
Oh, yeah? What ad read do you need?
How about the body armor for this presenting sponsor of this show today?
All right, Beamsy. Thanks, bud. I love that you're on the show. Welcome, everybody, from the chat. Welcome, everybody. This is Game Notes, of course, and it's brought to you by Body Armor. This episode and Body Armor, it's our official drink of the NHL. Body Armor has great tasting flavors like strawberry banana and peach mango with no colors or from artificial sources or artificial flavors in a bold new look. That's the thing about it. It's a bold new look, Merles, and not like an old school M&M. This is a bold new look. There it is right there. I'm guessing that's a strawberry banana.
Got the strawberry banana. When I've had a few too many cocktails, I like to have one of these when we're on our road trips.
Yeah, you do. You do. You drink a lot of those. And guess what? For you memes, it's now available up in Canada. So you can get it up there in London. Even better. So whether you're hitting the ice, the gym, or just need something refreshing after getting up after a long night in London, grab a Body Armor today at Walmart or your local grocery store near you. Body Armor. Choose better.
I gotta say, Army, I like your costume too. You took M&M's, Merle's his initials M&M, so he had that nickname when he was a little kid, M&M.
You know how he likes to hum, the old merman. So it's all very fitting. And the thing about these is when you're carrying these around, because you look like a guy, you keep some M&Ms in your pocket too. These melt in your mouth, not in your pocket, Merle or Memesy.
Yeah, so we had a little production meeting. I kind of lost the accent. I forget how Memesy talks. Hey guys, we had the production meeting. Let's see what kind of costumes Granelli came up with.
Where is he?
What's up, boys?
There he is. All right, I think I got to get rid of the memes. You're killing my eyes here.
Yeah, Mike in the hat. Forget about that.
Oh,
let's go, Cat in the hat.
Got the little face makeup too, little whiskers. Had to go all in on it. I love Halloween, boys. I'm a huge Halloween guy.
Fuck, I hate Halloween.
What's your favorite candy? G, what are you hunting down on Friday night?
It's not even close. It's the Reese's. Reese's pumpkins. You do the Reese's pumpkins, the specialty ones. I think they have a little bit more peanut butter than the normal ones. Ooh, that is just a deadly combo. I'm a chocolate guy though in general. Love M&Ms, love peanut M&Ms. I actually love a nice Three Musketeers bar as well.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like that's the only time you get one of those is the mini Three Musketeers. I haven't had the full-size one in years.
Don't get G going on Halloween. Holy fuck, would you get into the catnip there, Cat in the Hat?
Oh, yeah. I actually did. I did get into a little catnip.
Where's Pasha? Is he wearing something funny? What's he going with here?
What's up, boys? I'm my spirit animal, Roberto Luongo.
Oh, same
All right.
hair.
Didn't know we were getting a NHL Hall of Famer on today. All right, welcome, Roberto.
Wow.
Good to be here. Memesy and Luongo, two legends.
It's funny, Pasha. I was on Pick Central last Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it was. We went to that Rangers game, and that's what Marty Mush was talking about. He's like, it's insane how many times I get tagged or get messaged about insane New Jersey Devil tweets.
No way.
Like, I don't care that much, but he's like, everybody keeps coming at me. He's like, that Pasha guy's killing me.
I feel like they are very active on social media, like the real hardcore ones when it's going good. Merle's invented trick-or-treating. Thank you to the chat. This is great.
I saw something this morning. It said Merle's invented witchcraft. It was unbelievable.
Hey, speaking of Merle's inventing things, boys.
Another idea by me.
Everything's Merle's idea.
Nice.
Al Merles
Nice.
Einstein.
Here we go. It was actually nice to hear on Chicklets the other day. Witt's like finally admitted, he's like, yeah, I never had an original idea. He basically said that. He's like, yeah, I don't know how to do it. So he finally is starting to get to him about that.
Puck Presence in the chat says Pasha's costume is literally just him not wearing a black hat that he wears every day.
He loves the black hat.
I do love a good black hat.
That's like a producer's hat. That's like in the biz. When you're in the biz, you're on the camera. All the camera guys on any job are like all black. They all wear all black hat. They're all behind.
Yeah, that's
the scenes,
why I'm all business. I'm a
strings.
professional.
I actually was looking at my screen just now, looking at Pasha talking to him, and out of my baby peripherals, I saw Memesy down there. No joke. This is incredible. This is an incredible costume, Merles. I love that one.
That's I'm the commissioner of the leagues that we're going to get into later, the 99 Cup and the Game Notes Cup and all those, because I'm the commissioner. But we also got to let everybody know we got Ken Reid from Sportsnet coming on.
Yeah, we do. Fucking
and
Kenny.
I'm starting to realize I think it's memes and like a real NASCAR fan accent that I'm trying to do there, which I am not good at.
I don't know.
But yeah, tell us a little more about Ken Reid, Army. That's your boy. He came and saved you in Edmonton when you're on your deathbed that one night.
I was on my deathbed. Sasky loaded. Got Sasky loaded. He came and met me, gave me a hug. Just an absolute beauty. Nicest guy, happiest guy, follower of all sports. He does the highlights up on Sportsnet in Canada. Fantastic person and personality. Lived out west, is in Toronto, from Pictou County, Nova Scotia. But just an incredible sports mind and an author of many books. And Merles, he has a new book coming out too, which I can't wait to hear from him on what this one is. I believe it's about scouts and what happens to scouts from the low levels to the high levels, to the great stories, to the stories of great picks and just journeys and travels along the way. Kenny writes books that are like super easy to read. They're like quick little popper stories on each guy. Like he did a book, his last book, which my brother didn't make the cut because it's like one night only. And it was a great idea. I think I forwarded that book. Well, when we get Kenny on, I'll ask him, but it was a book about guys that only played one game in the NHL and their stories. And so it's a quick, easy read. Some guys are happy and thankful. Some guys are pissed off and mad that they didn't get a fair shake or whatever. So it's pretty, he writes these fun little books that are, I mean, I know he must have 12 books. I mean, this guy's just like incredible.
Wow.
But
He's going to write one about saving your life in Edmonton that one day. But we'll get into him a little more. Tell me what's going on with Cruz and that team these days.
Oh, buddy, world. Oh my God, don't get me going. So they were in Boston this weekend, and they're gonna play 3 games. It's like the dumbest. I still don't get it. Like, play a tournament, like what are we doing? We're doing the my hockey rankings fake weekends, right? But they're gonna play games. So Cruz plays a game, like horrible situation with the ref, just out of his league, like not even close to getting too many penalties, to getting suspended, to all this stuff coming down the pipe. And Mel went out there. My wife flew out there to go like see him because we don't see him often, right? So it's like a good weekend. It was in Boston too. Like they got to play where BC Eagles play, which is really cool. They got to play in that rink, and so they only got in 2 games.
Forum or something.
Conti Forum, the forum that Merles or that G built from Chicklets U.
My whole weekend was planned around coming to see Cruz play. We were going to get some drinks with Mel after the game. And what the hell happened, Army? What the fuck?
Buddy, this drives me fucking insane. You want to get me going?
Yeah,
hockey dad style?
Get going.
Kenny Reid's a hockey dad too. He'll get us going. His kid plays in the GTHL. But so the first game I tune into, like I wait all week for the weekend and hoping that I can get on Black Bear TV, that I can get it on what's that other dumb one we all go on in the rinks to watch the games?
Live Barn.
Live Barn. And so I got all these multiple subscriptions. So I'm like, okay, how are we going to watch this game? Who's going to get it? So I get this game. I'm watching it. It's off of like the other team's website. Like they have their own site. They're recording the games. And it's a small, shitty rink. They don't have Live Barn in it. So it's like, okay. So I'm watching this game. I somehow get on the link. I log in. I'm looking so forward to this. They got refs out there. I mean, this is 15-year-old AAA hockey. Like, there's scouts, there's recruits. This is a big year for them. It's OHL, it's USHL, it's everything down the pipeline. Recruiters are licking their chops, trying to see what's going on. And they got these two like Tweedledee out there, and he can't skate and he can't keep up, and he's not on the blue line and he's not around the net to see a goal. And it's a two ref system, not even a real ref out there, like a 3-man. I don't expect a 4-man, and you take what you can get a lot of times, but at least have like a competent refs in this game. And the game's fast. The game wasn't even physical. It wasn't even a physical game. And they just like lost. He's just going crazy haywire. Like, it pissed me off. And then he gets suspended for a game because of this whole thing. And then through the amount of penalties that were taken, not even in a rough game, the coach gets suspended too, because there's like a rule. So USA Hockey, like, wake the fuck up. Like, if you're doing like real games, and I get it, the refs, and by the way, they're not volunteering. They get paid to be there too. They get paid like what, $40-$50 a game or something, 20 to 40
I think
bucks.
higher at that level. Like, the higher levels you get up, the more it is. It gets up there. They're doing all right.
Just if you're doing a tournament or you got something going on, like, put refs in that can skate and keep up with the play. Like, refs that are capable of doing that level of a game. It's not like a lot. It's just like, you should be able to bend over, pick up the puck, and manage a game properly, and like be in the right spots generally. I don't expect it to be perfect, but that was the worst I've ever seen.
I had my suit picked out. I had the hair gel. I got some business cards made. Cruz Armstrong advisor. I was going to hit the ground running.
You were going to be unreal. I could see the hair just slicked back, just dominating in there.
So much hair gel.
Maybe picking up a couple extra kids too in there, rubbing elbows.
That's what I was just going to say. You're going to grab some extra clients. I like that.
Yeah. So I missed that weekend. I was calling games. I was between the benches in the one game this weekend, which was sick. And I was up in the booth calling another game. Crosby, 1,700 points the other night, boys. It was great. 3-point night for him. And now I am flying to meet the team. They were on national TV last night, Merles, Frozen Friend. But I get to do the show from home, so I'm thankful for that. They're on national TV, so I wasn't working last night. Got a night off. Fucking made some Mongolian beef at home, boys. Never did that before. Absolute messiest thing you can make. Grease flying everywhere. Fucking shit popping. Pop. Make sure you wear a shirt when you cook Mongolian grease. I'll tell you that.
The big wooden sticks. That's how they do it when you go to the Mongolian grill. They got those big sticks. You ever seen one of those?
It's all like sauces and shit, Merles.
Oh yeah. If you go to like I went to one in Ann Arbor, Michigan on my trip to Michigan, the University of Michigan, and they had these guys, these long, like almost the size of hockey sticks with this huge grill, and they were grilling up the Mongolian beef. I'll never forget that. But I actually got something.
They didn't have like a wok. Did they have like a wok and they're just fluffing it?
Yeah, like it's just giant like wok.
I wish I had a wok. That would keep the shit in there probably better. Like, my oven right now is like covered in grease pretty much from it popping all over the place. So, but it tasted amazing. I got it done. I looked it up on the internet. It was an internet recipe that I stole off a guy off of social media. So, big night last night. Merle's invented Mongolian grill.
Beef. Yeah, I had a referee last night too. I played my first beer league game last night, and I'm so out of shape. I played on the same team. I don't know. I think 10 years ago we won the league, like when I was still in shape. Pierre-Luc Leblanc, the old like AHL, NHL guy, pretty tough guy, real tough guy.
Oh yeah, I remember him. I met him at your Hall of Fame thing.
Yeah,
he's
he
still
was
in good shape. He's a big dude.
Yeah, so he's still like flying around, but he's playing like every week. I haven't played with this group in 2 years. I've been playing in just real beer league with just the boys. So I went up and played in this game with them. And first shift, I was gone. I couldn't do anything. But the game was too long. We did 18 minutes stop time, which is a lot, 3 periods. And the ref, it was a single man ref, which is great, but he kept calling every icing. Like, it was brutal. Like, wave him off. Like, we got to get out of here. The beer's getting warm in the locker room. The Jays were on. Like, let's go, man. He was calling every icing, and the game was 7-3 or something like that. So that was kind of annoying for me. But I guess I should have saved that for the beer league at the end. But I was brutal.
Well,
but I've also done. I'm playing D. Yeah, D. Long sauce. Just tossing the sauce like in our roller.
But you can pick your poison, right? Like you can sit back, you can play D, good stick on puck, great awareness, like use your brain, make the game real easy. You don't have to move as much. You could stay out there for 4 minutes really and kind of pick your spots, hover up ice, go for a rush here and there.
Exactly.
If you go for a rush early in the shift, though, you're fucking done.
He's
bud.
dead.
You're
I did a couple down and back. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so bad. This isn't good. And then I've been into the youth hockey too. I got roped in. I get roped in. I go in there Friday night just to like learn to skate, to get one of Lily's friends to start skating. So I have my buddy Dan, Alex, his daughter, to get her going. So I got somebody to hang out with at the rinks, let the kids get together, but she's not up and running. She's just learning to skate. So I put Lily back and learn to skate for Friday. Like, oh, this is just going to be easy. I'm going to kind of just get Claire going. I get there. The coach isn't there. So I end up running the learn to skate program, which I know nothing about. I haven't looked into how to do power skating with 3 and 4 year olds in years. So I end up doing
and at
that.
that age too. It's like, it's basics. Like you have to know the basics, pretty much just get them moving. But there's drills you can do to get them moving in certain orderly fashion. And if you're not prepared for that, that is the biggest panic, Merles.
When it was the panic. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? I just started having them like drop their knees up, down, fly on your belly to like, just so they'd be happy. It was a disaster, but
yeah,
I got to get ready. I got to get in crazy hockey coaching dad mode now.
Yeah, you got to start getting a Rolodex or a collaboration of like a binder of some kind, and have like the water boy coach. He had that playbook that other coach stole from him, and then he couldn't coach anymore. You got to get that book where it's like this thick of just drills. But like the hard thing is like age specific drills. Yeah, that's the hard thing.
If you gave me real hockey players, I can just think of some drills and just shooting. But with the learn to skate, I don't know anything about edges. Like, did you ever see me skate? I don't know inside edge, outside edge.
Yeah, I know. I can do that. My brain doesn't work that way. I'm like, dude. I'm like, hey kid, like just bend your knees and push. Okay, it's not that hard. But it is as they learning, they're just baby walking. I notice kids too. I don't know if people in the chat or listeners see this lots with kids that are learning to play. They always hold their sticks like crazy wrong.
Yeah. That was one thing. Hold it like a hockey player. Drives me nuts.
Hand on the butt end. They always have it down the butt end. They have it like in the middle of the stick and they hold it with one hand and they shuffle around. I don't know why. I always see it. And at Penn's games, at intermission, they let like a team come and do breakaway shots. And these kids will come in and then they're always standing in line holding their stick completely wrong. Then they have to reset their glove to get ready to go for their shot. It's like the most standard thing from all kids. But that's like a pet peeve of mine. Like hold your stick correct. Yeah. One hand on your stick, hold it right. 2 hands, stick on the ice, whatever. Use it as a tripod, right, Merles?
Exactly. That's why I was teaching them how to get up. I said, you got to put one knee up and then have 2 hands on your stick and you push down on the stick to help you pop up because they're all swarming all over the place. It's a disaster.
M&M's. It was Skittles, wasn't it? Was that Johnny Gaudreau's trick with his dad that we used to give him like Skittles, like bait him as a little kid? That's what my mom does. My mom used to does that with my kids and stuff for skating lessons when I take them back there. She has a pocket full of Skittles. And she just reaches in and holds it out and puts it through his little mask. Here you go. Here's a Skittle. Good job. Skate 10 more feet. Yeah. Here's another Skittle. Little carrot dangling. M&M's would be better though.
Yeah, the candy here is out of control. My daughter's coming home from school every day. She's like, oh, I had 10 candy corns today. Oh, I had this. So in Sweden, there's not a kid in the entire country that eats candy until Saturday. They all wait till Saturday and then that's it. Like we had her trained. Now we're sending her off to school. She's eating candy every day, it seems.
They're probably having a Halloween party every day at school right now.
It's been 3 weeks we've been here. It's out of control.
You're probably there and you're probably trying to move in. You're trying to get settled. You're trying to be a beauty. And they're like, today's pumpkin, dress like a pumpkin day. And you're like, holy shit, I don't even have my clothes in our furniture because I lost a giant parlay. I have no furniture.
Why do you got to bring it up? I'm starting to get over it a little bit. Speaking of bets, though, we haven't talked since we went down to New York, me and Mr. Ice. We turned that whole MSG place into a complete circus. 6-5 San Jose Sharks. Wake them up. Will Smith gets his first goal. And then we're at remember that place right across from the Barstool office, Mustang Sally's we always go to, has the good pot roast dinner right next to MSG. So we cruise in there after the game, and who comes in? Smith's dad, this other guy Fortescue that's at BC, his dad, the whole parents of the San Jose contingent come in there. It was a great time. We had so much fun. Everybody cashed tickets. ton of ice people were out. So we had a great trip, and we're going to do some more in the future that I'm going to talk about later.
Hey, Mur, my wife just texted me speaking of Sweden and the candy. My wife had like candy in her like purse when I was playing there, and she gave one of my teammates' little kids, a little bit of candy one day, like a lollipop, and the mom was like, "Oh no, what are you doing? He's never had sugar before."
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
No,
I thought she was going to say no, only Saturdays like everybody else.
Yeah,
does,
maybe, but like he never even had candy. Swedes, come on,
Wow.
Swedes. Come
Swedes, the Swedes. What are we saying? Are we ready to talk some NHL or what?
Well, it's what's G got?
I don't know. Mustang Harry's. What'd I say? Mustang Sally's?
Sally's. Is that strip club, I think.
Mustang Harry's. That's correct.
Mustang Harry's. They actually did an article on those guys. Remember we met the owners? They're from Ireland originally. Great Rangers bar. But we also hit American Whiskey too before. You guys know that place. We've had a few
Merles,
events there.
You look like you own Mustang Sally's, like you're the owner right now.
Yeah.
Love that.
I forgot the mustache. I should have grown that out earlier.
Gee, what's up with you, buddy? You got news?
Yeah, I got some life news before we get to the NHL stuff. If you've noticed, I'm not in my normal place where we record the show. I have officially moved back to the greatest city on planet Earth, Boston, Massachusetts.
Wow. Nice.
Moved into the new apartment yesterday. Very excited. Kind of a quick decision that happened pretty quickly. I think once I saw the Bruins roster heading into the season, it was like, all right, someone's got to hold this front office accountable. Someone's got to have boots on the grounds for the front lines. And that guy right here is Mike Grinnell. So I'll be the guy that holds the Bruins fans, Bruins ownership, Bruins front office. I'll hold them accountable. But I'm fired up, boys. I'm so fired up. I was going to go see Cruz play some hockey this weekend. Yeah. It's just a hockey state. It's a hockey city. Watching hockey in New York City was so difficult before. I'm the college hockey guy, right? The college hockey insider. You know how difficult it is to watch a college hockey game in New York City? You turn on ESPN Plus.
Now you're in the Mecca. You're in the Mecca of college hockey.
You're in the hub. You're
the hub of college hockey. There's like 10 arenas within driving distance. I'll be close to Witt. RA's back in the mix, so I'll be close to RA. So it'll be nice to, be close to all the boys. If they have any issues, I can help them out. And our production team, we used to have a big team in New York City. We're all dispersed now. Pasha's in Vancouver. Fish moved up to Minnesota. Nikki's in New Jersey. So the team spread out. I kind of one day woke up and realized it's time to go home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Good. I'm happy for you guys, man. That's so sick. I saw in that picture there, you had Ravioli in there, world's slowest corgi. Tell us what happened with this. Yeah. I was actually fired up for this.
She's still the world's fastest corgi by far. So let me say that.
Yeah.
She just doesn't necessarily know how to race.
Yeah.
So we went to Gillette Stadium this past weekend. My whole For You page is corgis. I don't know how it's become this, but all the Instagram accounts I get, it's all corgis. So there was this corgi racing account, and one night I just let loose and I just started talking shit. So I started talking. Saying? I got the fastest corgi alive. My corgi will smoke any of these corgis. And they were basically like, all right, pull up or shut up. They said, we're racing at Gillette Stadium, October 26th, halftime. If you think Ravi's the fastest corgi on earth, bring her.
Bring him.
So we brought her, and we thought that she would be the fastest dog on earth. She might have come in last place. We did 3 runs. We did a practice run. She came in last, and then we did 2 other runs. Came in last both times, but that's not what matters. What matters is her elusiveness. Her elusiveness was at the end of her race. All these guys tried to grab Ravioli. No. That's not how it works with Ravi. You try and grab Ravi, she's taken off. So after she raced, she crosses the finish line, last one to cross. I think the paralyzed corgi passed before her. And she just takes off up the field, and the whole crowd just started going nuts. And then I'm chasing after her. Pasha, play the video. I think I got the video here. It was actually outrageous. So she crosses the finish line here. He tries to grab her, and she's off.
Well, yeah, there's so many people there. She's probably like, holy shit, like everyone's here to see me.
And you hear the crowd start screaming as she shoots up the field. Everyone's
Are there
diving
players out
for
there
her.
now, like warming up or anything?
What was that?
Was there people on the field? Like I can see people, but staff. There was no like kicker out there warming up or anything around it. Hey.
No, yeah, there was no kicker out there warming up. Luckily, because Ravi, right when she got on the field, she pissed. Like immediate piss on the field.
No way.
So she just had to set the ground rules. This is my turf. This is my stadium. And yeah, she might be came in last place, but she's still the fastest corgi alive. We'll say that.
She turned that game around. The Pats were in a fight there till halftime. Rav comes on, hoses the field, and then they went off.
That's what I'm saying. Here's a message to Robert Kraft. There's a playoff game. There's a playoff game at Gillette Stadium this year. You bring in Ravioli, you have her piss on the field, and all good things will come from it. That's what the Bruins need. The Bruins need Ravi to go piss on the ice.
Yeah, big yellow stain to match their uniforms. Just piss right on the ice.
Bruins. The Bruins, they play one good game. It's the game I put everything I own on the Colorado Avalanche, and they just crush them. They crushed. Well, they didn't crush the Avs, but they crushed my bankroll.
But boys, I feel like people have heard enough from me.
Yeah,
we do have your lovely esteemed guest in the back. Would you like me to put him on right now? He's got an awesome name. His name is Wayne Armstrong as his StreamYard name.
What's up, Kenny?
Merles, how are you, buddy? Can I see your boots?
I'm doing. Boots? Hey, I didn't go that far. I didn't go that far in the character. It's from the waist up.
Awesome. And Colby,
I didn't put the fake cucumber down my pants like memes he does too.
You need that. And Colby, I thought you were going as a draft eligible goalie when I saw the size of your upper body.
Medvedev, the Flames took him.
That is still to be
in year 2000.
Yeah. Question, boys. Memesy, you said you were teaching skating, and Colby, you talked about the candy. Colby, I was wondering, how many times did Rosemary teach the kids the skating? She reaches into the pocket for the Skittles. She takes it out. It's an empty bag because Wayne had destroyed it.
Yeah. Wayne doesn't crush that like that. He's a plate stacker. You know what I mean? I have inherited that from him. It's like a mashed potatoes. Then you stack the other thing. Then it's the other thing. And it's gravy, you know, like for big meals. Like Merle said to me one time, whoa, Army, at a pregame meal. I'll never forget. He goes, it's all you can eat, not all you can carry. That's what he said to me.
When I heard you talking about minor hockey, I texted Grinelli. I'm like, Colby's morphed into Wayne.
I know. They'll get me going.
No refs, no game, bud.
Kenny, I know. So yeah, you're being a nice guy, but like, you put the competent ref in the game. Like, don't leave a ref hanging on a game that he shouldn't be out there doing. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that was unfair to the ref. One, that's unfair to the kids also. Like, it wasn't a good game. It was brutal. Scouts were pissed. Like, this is a joke.
Oh,
you know?
Really?
You know what we do too, which is insane? 2 like 26-minute periods, and then they flood, and then like, this is hockey, okay? This is 15-year-old hockey. You got scouts in the stands with contracts in their pockets, Kenny, and we're running like amateur hour games here, like 3 periods. I don't care if they're 15 minutes each, 15, 15, 15, flood after 2. Who gives a shit? Play a game. Play it like real.
Yeah, we used to do that.
That's almost as dumb as 18-minute stop clock beer league hockey.
Oh, it was brutal last night. I was like, all right, I had enough. 1 hour's enough for me. The beer's in there. The guys had the J's on their phones on the bench underneath where you have the water bottles. Like, enough was enough. Let's go watch the World Series and drink these beers.
Good. I need the ratings.
Kenny, how's your kids doing in hockey? Like, you're a GTHL dad. You're a guy that's, selling a kidney for your kid to play in the GTHL.
Yeah, that's why I got to keep writing these books. By the way, I usually always sit in front of my own books in my own house, but it's going well. Cobes was in last night. He's playing U13, so he's a couple years behind Cruz, but we played the best team in the league, and he held the fort for the first. She was zip. It was 1-0 after 2. He was standing on his head, but the old goalie got a little tired, and he kind of, you know what happens when you play those powerhouses. So it was 5-1. I was proud of him. So it was awesome. I stop as many as you can. He's upstairs now.
He's a goalie, Merle. He's a goalie.
Yeah, goalie dad.
Favorite goalie, Marc-Andre Fleury.
That's his guy. That's why he wears
I got
29.
my good buddy here, Mike Alex, his kid Tucker is a huge Fleury fan. Same thing, the goalies. But
Big
I
Mike.
was actually telling a GTHL story last night in the locker room. Army, you'll appreciate this one because Tom Kostopoulos' name came up. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
TK. I'm like, he's the best guy, blah, blah, blah. We all know, like, the leader. And then it was like 600 NHL games and AHL games, like legendary guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was telling them when I was younger in Pee Wee, the Toronto Red Wings were the best team of all time. Like they won Quebec, they won the SO Cup, and we were a team that won the state and went to nationals like that. And they would beat us 11-0, 7-0.
Mm-hmm.
And TK was on that team, but he was the worst player of the 10 kids they had.
Yeah.
There was Shane Nash and Adam Colagiacomo and Chris Herron. These kids were unbelievable. And then there was TK, who was the worst one, but he ended up being the best one, which is just crazy.
600 games in the NHL, 600
Yeah.
games in the American League. Tommy Kostopoulos, one of the
It's
best
funny 'cause
captains.
you never know where you're going to peak, right? And you see, most parents are pretty good, but you see some parents just go all in. And I'm like, he's awesome at 12, but we all peak at different ages. TR will tell you that. Terry will tell you at 14 he was the best player on the planet. But you peak at different ages. But as long as the kids are having fun and learning to cope with a loss and learning to win right.
Fun, Kenny?
Yes, fun. I'm that guy.
Kenny, tell me some good GTHL stories. I want to hear some of these. Like, is there any one that stands out to you of just lunacy? Like, did you guys fire coaches and all this stuff?
Coaches get fired. There's all kinds of greaseball stuff going on. That if I told you, I'd probably get sued in a public forum. But
hey, are you taking coaches golfing or anything, trying to grease the skids a bit? No, he's
no.
Gonna be,
By the way,
Grinelli
Grinelli just told me at the last second it was costume day, so I wore a costume.
There you go,
Hold
Wayne.
on.
You need the
How did you know I was Wayne?
Because you said Wayne Armstrong.
Oh,
he's got the Jofa.
Oh, he's got it. There we go.
This guy collects helmets, bud.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a loser that way.
Yeah, I seen in our chat, Kenny, our great chat, our listeners and in our chat, this live show, obviously, they said they wanted me to ask you about how big of a fan of Edmonton you are and how much you love it out west there. You worked out there for several years before going back into Toronto, but just in the playoffs the last couple of years out there. Have you rubbed elbows with Wayne at those things? Hey, you've met him a few times.
I met Wayne a few times. He's awesome. He's the best. It's cool when you meet your hockey hero and he's that cool, right? And you're like, oh man, this is what I wanted Wayne Gretzky to be like, and he's like that. But yeah, I worked in Calgary. I worked in Edmonton. I love my Alberta. Absolutely loved it. And people say, oh, you're from Toronto? I'm like, no, I live here. So, I'm not a Toronto guy. I just, I'm here. I love, my favorite thing about Toronto is access to going to a Jays game or going to a Leafs game. But yeah, when I lived in Calgary and Edmonton, that was a ton of fun. I was lucky enough to be in Edmonton when they went on the run in 2006, which was a ton of fun. And then just being there the last couple of years, so electric. The ice district's perfect, right? Like, go out there with Gazdic and Ivanka, and we do the show from out there. And I'm riding Luke Gazdic's coattails, and he's like, I played like 80 games here, and they're treating him like a god. It's just awesome. But you guys know that everybody loves their tough guys, right? So yeah, Edmonton, awesome sports city. Wicked happy for them, and maybe they'll get back there. Who knows?
Well, let's talk about the Jays quickly, though. That's all the talk. Even at our hockey game, Toronto, the whole country is in love with the team, and they're somehow hanging around there. I don't know how they're doing it.
Yeah, Hey, Merle's him and Ivanka working like the studio, doing the highlights at the end of the night. So they're in there like ready to go and, busy waiting for games to come in at the end of the night. He has weird hours, Kenny, right? Like you work from like 11 at night or something or till like 1 a.m.
So the other night it went the extra innings, right?
It was insane.
And
oh my God. Yeah, that was insane.
I got home at 4 a.m. Okay. And I went to bed at 6 a.m. This is what I looked like yesterday.
You look like me in Edmonton that one morning you met me when I almost
yes I did.
I was on Suey Watch.
Yes, I did. There's the salad today, so it's not bad.
Yeah, you're good now.
Not much better. I don't know.
But
you're good now.
Yeah, that was insane. I gave up. I think I gave up around 1:30, 1:45 it was, and I finally fell asleep at 2:00. I could not believe it when it went 18 innings. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
I felt like by about the 12th inning, I felt like I was on the 1983 Pittsburgh Penguins with 20 games to go on the sked. I didn't care. It was just like make it end. It was horrible. It was out of hand. But it was an amazing baseball game. Honestly, it was. It was a blast to watch. And then last night seemed routine. It seemed like a game in June. And suddenly the series is tied 2-2. But I'm in a quandary, boys. I'm in a bit of a bind, and it has a connection to one of you guys. I'm supposed to be at a sportsman's dinner, boys, in Macklin, Saskatchewan on Saturday night. But if it goes 7 games, I'm stuck here. So, and Merles, as you know, Merles, you and I are up on Sasky geography. Macklin's almost at that Alberta border, not quite at Lloydminster where Wayne played for the Border Kings, but I bet you Wayne Armstrong had the elbows flying up into the chicken wire in Macklin back in the day.
Oh yeah, and my priest back home, Father David, beauty, loves the Montreal Canadiens, was a priest out in Macklin for several years. He married me and my wife, and used to ride around on the bus, Kenny, in the old senior hockey leagues and go play all these teams. And he was kind of like the manager helper guy because he just loves hockey, you know. And so he'd ride on the bus with the boys, and they'd all be boozing and getting her going, and like he'd be hanging out with them, being their priest and stuff, just loving the senior hockey. Senior hockey's life out there.
It's the best. I heard at the Macklin Arena they still have the Wayne Armstrong special. For $2, you get 1 cigarette, half a can of Pepsi, and a kick of the nuts.
Yeah, that's mostly in Lloydminster or Paradise Hill, Saskatchewan, at the rink out there when he played for the Paradise Hill Hawks or the Lloydminster Border Kings back in the day. Merle's guys
are these real names of teams?
They are.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But Merle's guys are getting, the guys in my dad's time were like signing Connies to the show out of like senior hockey. Like my dad played with guys that played for like the LA Kings and different things and stuff out of beer league, pretty much, you know, like they're ripping darts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they weren't signing deals like Logan Cooley just did about an hour ago.
Oh my God.
80 mil?
80 schmil for the kid from Pittsburgh Army. Is that's a big deal for Pittsburgh. Who's before that? Maybe Bugsy, but I don't know if does Bugsy count?
Yeah, Bugsy's a Pittsburgh kid, I guess.
Counts?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, we count him. But like the first kid that played like Penn's Elite, Bugsy played like in the other organization here. I forget what they were called. The Hornets, maybe.
Hornets, and like was it JT Miller might have been that too. Hornets.
Yeah,
who's a couple other guys. But
JT Miller, Barkowski. You got Trocheck. Trocheck's another Pittsburgh kid that's done really well. But Cooley, this contract's huge. It has to be one of the highest contracts for a Pittsburgh kid. $80 million, $10 million a year, 8 times 10 for Logan Cooley, and he's found himself. I mean, that's probably smart to sign him right now, guys, because he's found himself on a sick line.
Yeah.
With that Paterka who came over, like he's lighting it up right now. And these guys are just dominating up on that line. They're just dancing, whipping it around. Just beautiful hockey right now. This kid can skate. You should see this kid's legs, Kenny.
Yeah.
Like he's bow-legged and he just like 2 steps, like pop, 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 and he's gone. You know, like I'm just so jealous of guys that can just move like that.
Yeah. That line's young too.
They're so
23,
young.
22, 21.
Yeah, that Gunther as well.
Yeah. It's like
where did we see him? We saw him in Edmonton in the final that one time.
Maybe you did that night. I don't know. I don't know what you did.
Bro, I swear to God, I saw Dylan Gunther in my mind last night.
Is there a way to make your kid bow-legged? Because they are the best skaters. Remember Hussey, Matt Hussey could skate like that?
Seriously. Did Logan Cooley ever go to did you guys ever on the ice with him when he was a kid? Like, did he go to Half Clapper Colby Hockey School or anything?
No, you know what he is though? To another favorite of yours, Kenny, and ours, Sidney Crosby. He's a player that has gone through the Sidney Crosby Learn to Play program here locally in Pittsburgh. Awesome. From start to finish, kind of where you get the free gear, head to toe, you get the ice, right away. So you get into hockey right away. So that's kind of a story Pittsburgh had done on him, the Penguins and stuff, with that program from start to finish, getting introduced to hockey. You get a little Sidney Crosby hockey bag and it has all the gear in there. You give them your measurements, they fit you up, boom, it comes to you, and you get like 8 to 10 sessions to try it for free.
Maybe there's a thing in the bag. It encourages parents. It's like how to make your kid bow-legged too.
Yeah.
Sid's got that going.
Oh yeah.
Sid's actually 6'8".
Yeah. He is. He would be, yeah, if his ass wasn't so big and his legs weren't so bowed. Yeah, 1,700 points. 1,700 points.
How many were you guys in on his points combined?
I know I assisted on 1 goal in Montreal of his. I think that's it. He looked me off once on a 2-on-1 though. I'll never forget it.
That's a half assist.
I got the goal, I got the rebound, but I got hit by the guy into the goalie, and the ref waved it off. I tell a story all the time. I went and I grabbed the ref. I said, "You just ruined my career." I'm like, "You count that as a goal? I'm on his line the rest of the season."
Yeah.
2 days later, Armstrong's on his line. And how many points did you get with him?
Buddy, you know how many assists I got standing at the top of my circles, popping a pass to the middle to him, and he would just go down and like execute and score a goal, or go down and go 1-on-3, jumping through guys, scoring a goal. I didn't even get out of my defensive zone with my hands in the air. That's how it was with him. He was just unbelievable coming in there. And I don't know how many points I got with him, but I did text him the other night after the game. And his mom and dad were in the house too. So pretty good milestone, 1701 with that goal he got at the end. And then another goal, 1702 last night in Philly. But I texted him. I'm like, "Hey, congrats on the milestone. Pretty cool." Oh yeah. And he passes Mario for the most multi-point nights. The most multi-point nights as well.
Amazing.
Like it's crazy to see, like Gretzky has like 2,800 multi-point games or something. It's just fucking ridiculous. You'd never catch him.
I love Sid's goal last night because it was a product of getting pucks in deep.
Yeah, that's what he does. He gets
beneath
after
the goal line. Was not TikTok hockey. Goal.
No, that's what Kenny calls it. PIDs, pucks in deep. It's a stat.
Hardcore analytics.
But I texted Sid though, and I said, "Hey, congrats on 1,700. Pretty cool to be, because I was on the call." So it's like I'm calling these moments, like Evgeny Malkin passing Shanahan in goals, passing Turgeon in goals, passing Shanahan in points on the all-time list. Like these guys are passing like names that are insane. Chris Letang, 600 assists milestone, and like I just texted him because I'm like, this sick to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And he's like the nicest guy, right? He's like so humble. He's like, "Man, thanks for being a part of it. 1,700. Like he's just thanking me." And I actually said, "No, like Witt says, thanks, Sid." A lot of guys can say that. A lot of guys can say that because of him. So it was cool to see that and cool to be there. Penguins off to a hot start too, boys. Holy shit.
They like the Capitals of last year where they just Ovi's one last run. So we're going to get one more run from these three.
Gino's last run, boys. That's what maybe he's saying. Gino's on fire. Gino's just absolutely leads the league in assists. He was tied last night, going into last night with he ended his point streak last night in Philly, but I think he had a 7-game point streak and was tied for the league lead in points as well. At how old is he? 39 years old. Like, well, Jesus
Sid
Christ.
said 87, so Sid will be 30. He's
like Ovi.
They
don't know. You don't know their real ages. It's like the Cuban baseball players, Russian hockey players. Who knows how old they are?
I'm surprised by what they're doing, but again, like, go tell Sidney Crosby, "Oh, take your foot off the gas," or it's supposed to be a rebuild. Whatever. Who cares what you're saying?
Yeah, now Raquel's out too for like 8 weeks, and they put up that Hallander, Merles from Timrå.
Yeah, Timrå
guy. He's up there playing now. He could be another guy saying thanks, Sid, if he does things right. You get alongside that guy.
Out.
How about this Brazo kid, right?
Wow.
East Coast League.
The X Factor. That's Grinelli's X Factor.
That's the guy?
Yeah.
Well, Army, remember the night we were downtown at a bar and we ran into the Newfoundland Growlers? He might have been there, buddy.
Yeah, that's where he was playing, hey?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Undrafted, East Coast League.
Love it.
Played in Maine with the Maine Mariners as well. Spent a little time there. And he's getting a good opportunity playing on that line right now. Great hands. Great hands. He does have some sick middies on him, and he's like 6'5", sick middies, big guy. Kind of wish he was a little meaner, but can't say too much else. He's filling the net right now on that line.
I call some of your Mongolian grill. That'll piss him off.
Mongolian beef, the homemade Mongolian beef on the plane. I got to start bringing it like Gary Roberts.
Better call Wayne to clean that up.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, we started this whole convo on Logan Cooley signing for $10 million. A good American kid, another good American kid that your Canadian Four Nations team stole from us.
No, we didn't.
Thomas Harley has signed for, what is it, 10.8, 10.5?
10.58.
84, something like that.
10.58. Wow, what a deal that is.
84.7. Yeah, we'll take him, man. We want Lane Hudson too. We want all your Ds. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll take them all. We don't care.
Harley's a GTHL kid, Vaughn Kings. That's who beat us last night. So yeah, I mean, I like a guy that when he was named to Four Nations last year, everyone's like, who? Who? And I love guys that just keep getting better and getting better and getting better.
Yeah, and that's what he looks like there, right? Like just rock solid two-way producer, big kid too. You know, like even when Sanheim made the team, some people are like, how did he make the team? You see him skate though, and his size and reach and length and what he can do. So Harley, man, I think he's still going to get better. That's the thing about him. I think he's still just going to get better, which is crazy. So massive deal. Guys are just getting paid, Kenny.
Yeah. Do you think the boys call him Davidson? Like you have to call him Davidson.
Harley Davidson. Yeah.
And how does he not have an endorsement deal? Davidson would be my name for him. You know?
I love that, Kenny.
Because you can't add a Y to his name. Can't be Harley EE. So he's got to be Davidson.
Yes, that's correct.
And Fogle has to be McLovin, right? There's obvious things here.
Yeah.
You know? Do they call Fogle McLovin?
They should.
I don't know.
Better.
Speaking of that, when the Chicklets boys were talking about all the ads, and they're trying to put like another like ad on the jerseys, I wanted to jump through the steering wheel or the windshield, as they always say. Like, no. Like, we're gonna end up like these European teams. It's bad enough with the sticker
NASCAR
helmet and the one there. Like, yeah, NASCAR fitting for me here today. But no more ads on anything. It's the NHL. Like, come on.
Thank you. Colby, you look like a billboard over. What did you look like when you played in Sweden, Colby, where you thought you were going to dominate, by the way?
I thought I was going to go over and just dominate. I was in the most defensive league in the world. Like, what the frick? What am I doing over here? Not fun. Not fun shot blocking and sitting back playing D. But it was like I had like 8 advertisements Velcroed all over our pants. You know what I mean? Like our jerseys, I think our name bars on our jerseys were on the bottom hem of the jersey. And we had like a grocery store where a name bar was. Yeah, it was lunacy. So I agree. And Kenny's the most old school hockey guy in the league. Like this guy, he's sending me like, because there's no hockey fights anymore, right? Like it got going in Philly last night. Zegras started some stuff.
Oh, don't get me going on that.
They started scrumming and like, you know,
then he ran behind the ref, behind the liney.
People were really pissed off that like ESPN during this frozen frenzy cut to a double screen too during the end of the game and stuff just to get the OV 900 goal chase on. And I think that's what they were thinking, but they cut in at like a tied game and gave us double boxes. I didn't totally mind just because I like watching all the games, but then that fight happens and they kept it in double boxes, but we don't see like tilts anymore, you know, like we don't see that much. So Kenny sends me like, he's sending me Quebec League fights.
What I sent you last night?
Oh, the Quebec Fighting League?
The LNAH is the best.
Oh, my God.
That one last night, Merles, you know what that is? And this is what I call it. Everyone's like, it's a brawl.
Send it to Pasha.
It's 5 guys with their gloves on. You know what it's called? And I use this all the time, and the boys started using it on hockey night.
Good.
And I love it. I call it a Gen Z line brawl. They're all running behind the linies with their gloves on. Want to watch a line brawl? Watch the Flames and Oilers from back in the day. You know what? You want to watch a line brawl, boys? Dial up some Dick Paradise of the Minnesota Fighting Saints. That'll be a line brawl. Look at that name, boys. That's a real name.
Is the NHL telling these linesmen to get in like that?
Yes.
Like, get the hell out of the way.
They have to be.
Huh.
Because I know
out of the way.
Fighting League, they tell them not to.
Can they not read the game for themselves? Be like, oh, that guy's acting like an asshole. I'm gonna go let him get beat up. Like I'm getting out of here. Let him deal with it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yes.
They're telling them to get in. Quebec
Fighting
League, they let them do a whole like they're taking off their elbow pads. It's a 5-minute intro. It's the whole deal. It's unbelievable.
Did either one of you guys ever go all junior B before a fight and do it up with like the helmet off and spin and then yeah. Did you ever get
Toronto Metro Junior A League Tier 2 up there?
Yeah,
Markham and Caledon. We had bench clears with Quinny. I had a line brawl with the Caledon Canadians one time.
Nice.
Oh, it's insane up there.
Jeez,
that was the best though. Like taking off your bucky and spinning it to the ground like it's on. And then there's like everyone knows like, okay, the whistle blows. These guys are gonna go, and it's not like a quick get in and break it up. They're allowed to like position situationally get to the right part of the ice. The center ice showdown.
Oh yeah, the song comes on. You know why I like it, boys? Because I'm a wannabe and a wimp, and I can't do it. And I like to live vicariously through those who do. So when the song, like they crank the heavy metal on that, and it comes on, I love it, but I will always maintain fighting has a purpose. It's called making room, and you get, hey, you know what? That makes a big difference in life. So, make some room out there, baby. I love it. Like Colby, you had to make a little room for Sid out there when you're donkeying guys when they're coming behind the net.
Yeah, like my whole thing was like I wasn't tough, like I wasn't a good fighter. I always wished I was, because I wasn't like, I wouldn't say I was scared. Like I was cautious, no question, because some of these guys are like raw bone tough, like it's on another level. But like I created room by being crazy, kind of, like people were just unsure of me. I was kind of like a dog that didn't look that bad, but like he might bite you if you pet him, like for too long.
Grinelli's dog.
Yeah, like Ravioli. I might piss on you.
You were a wild card. Like, is he tough? He is from Saskatchewan. I did see him just knock that guy out.
He has 80 PIMs, but they're like 10-minute misconducts for yapping and stuff.
Well, not to plug the book, but I talked to the guy who drafted Colby to Red Deer, and they're like, when I saw this guy, he's this tall.
Kenny
guy.
Fox.
Yeah. He said he's this tall, skinny guy with a very nice nose that has never been shattered. And he goes, when I saw him, I saw a kid that was wild, and he'd get pissed off, and maybe he'd yell at his coaches, and he'd yell at the other players on his team to pick it up. So I saw the intensity, he said, but I also saw a guy that would be a way better major junior player than a midget AAA player. Like the style of that next level lent itself to this Colby kid who was 14 or 15 at the time.
That's interesting. Yes. And I have to say that, like, kids or parents listening right now, if your kid's not lighting it up and like whatever level they're at through minor hockey at like the age where you get drafted, and they're not your prototypical, I would say, like star USA hockey dangler or get the breakaways or whatever, like things can change. And it's great because it's great for players to know and parents to know. Scouts see that. Scouts can do the calculation in their head. Where's this guy going to project? Like Kenny Fox drafted me. He was scouting before I got there, obviously. And so that's in like the mid 90s, 96. I think I got drafted into the Western League. So these guys have been doing it their whole lives, Kenny. And so it's good for kids to hear that. Like they see these little things. They see the bad body language. They see like what you do that is important, that can translate maybe down the road to make you a valuable player. They see something in you, it's not always just what you assume looking at the stat sheet and stuff.
Totally. You guys know, I mean, you guys probably were minor hockey stars and lit it up. And then there's other guys that, like, I remember watching when I covered the Dub and I covered the Calgary Hitmen, and I'm like, oh my God, Pavel Brendel, Brad Moran. Brendel's going to be a stud. Well, I think the guy that got the most games in the NHL out of that team was Jared Smithson, over 600, because he played the right way, right?
He was like on the fourth line there, third. They were stacked, and he was just a big, lanky centerman that checked hard, didn't turn pucks, so like just prototypical rock solid style of big player. And he played the longest. Out of anyone on that team,
played the right way. And if you would have asked me that at 18, no.
And Matt Kinch on the back end, that guy had like 100 and some points as a D-man. He was insanely smart.
Croner and Nets, they were studs. Yeah,
studs. What'd you make of last night, though? What did we make of the Frozen Frenzy going on at all 32 teams in action, Kenny? You're probably busy.
Do it in January, first off. Like, come on. Do it in January. And from a Toronto perspective, where I'm sitting, everybody was dialed into the Blue Jays. Now, that's not the league's fault, but do it in January. But I thought there was just some awesome, like, there were some dandy goals. That Hughes goal in Jersey.
Even goal.
It was drop pass night in Jersey. It looked like the 80s. I love the highlights from that game. And then Caulfield in overtime. That kid's something special. But I thought it was cool that all the games are on the go. I thought it would be better. I hate to be the armchair quarterback. I think it would be better on a holiday where you start the games at 1 o'clock, 1:15, like that.
Why can't we start them? Like, why couldn't we start one at 4 o'clock anyway? You telling me one time we couldn't have sold out Philly at 4 p.m.
Right.
Sold out somewhere else at 4 p.m. You should have done Toronto at 4 p.m.
Right. So when I saw it on the sked, I figured it would be starting at 1. It reminded me of my old NHL on the fly days at the network, right? Where you're just going crazy. But there was some good goals and good highlights and stuff like that. But I think on a holiday, that'd be great. And it should be later in the year.
Yeah.
Our chat captain Singsy hit an 11-team parlay yesterday on it, plus 21,000. He had both team, like all the teams to score 2 goals. Just insane. I think I backed everybody else's parlays I saw online yesterday and didn't hit anything, including my own insano parlay, as Army called it.
Did you have all 16 games?
I did something on all 16 games. $50 was going to pay out 950 grand. I wouldn't have shown up for this show today. I would have been gone. You would have seen me on an island somewhere. But it went away right away when Matthew Nye scored, and I took Tavares, and I was in between the two. He scored, and as soon as he scored, I said, I'm done. The next one was the Penguins Flyers over, which Mr. Ice, our guy Elio, ended up being on too. It went 2-1. Konecny scored the goal. The announcers talked him into his 200th goal, and Penguins come right back and hit the post. And I was like, oh, we're dead. I'm dead. The Insano parlay's dead. I just gave up, and I went to beer league. I said, this bullshit. I'm losing every bet. It sucks. But
you went to beer league and played a 7-hour game.
7-hour game. 5 apples plus 6. Decent
pack
night.
Of smokes, case of beer. How's she going?
5 beers.
Is the guy that got the plus 21,000 parlay want to buy an 80-81 OPG Ron Lowe and a bunch of books?
Yeah, Stingsy will buy. He supports everybody. He probably already ordered your books. Tell us about your book here, though. Let them know.
Yeah,
what is
Kenny,
it?
let's get it.
Oh, yeah.
Sell Singsy on this book right now, our chat captain.
As Army said, it's easy. I'm not writing Shakespeare here. My goal, in fact, I write so simply, is for Biz to actually read a book. And I think I'm a good starting point. I know he didn't cash in on the CHL scholarship package. Neither did Army. Okay. These are readable books, but no, it's just stories. It's called The Next One, but it's really about the scouts on the road and just the stories they have over the years. It's not about analytics or how to identify the perfect player. These are just stories like Archie Henderson, all-time beauty, Calgary, Western guy, first pro scout, Washington Capitals, drafted by Washington in the 70s. He's doing a shift at a bakery when he's draft eligible the night of the draft, goes to bed, wakes up. His mother says, you got a call from Washington, a General McNabb. He freaks out and doesn't call for 4 days because he thought he'd been drafted into the Vietnam War when he heard a general from Washington. and I'm like, Archie, Canadians weren't drafted to the war, and it was 77, not 67. And just amazing stories. Like one of the scouts in the book, I call him the Dos Equis man. I call him the most interesting scout in the world. He was the psychologist. You guys know the song 38 Years Old by The Hip.
Yeah.
It's about the guys breaking out of a prison. Yeah. It's not about me in college. It's about guys breaking out of a prison in 73. So this scout, Paul Henry, was the prison psychologist. He was there. And he goes from psychologist at the Kingston Pen to, I would say, one of the greatest scouts of all time. He's a psychologist. He's the guy that came up with the player interview. So when they're asking you guys to combine, but it's just.
I met him before. I met him in Halifax. I met him in Halifax at the Memorial Cup when they hosted it, 7 years ago now, maybe more. And met him, and he used to, I think he used to work with Hockey Canada. Remember when they had the Canada national team and all that?
He did the 94 Olympic team. Yeah, he put them
Olympic
together.
Team. Okay, yeah. Because Warner knew him. Todd the Bod knew him real well.
Yeah, Todd the Bod's in the book talking about him, and he, because I asked Cam Russell back home, Nova Scotia Mafia, Cole Harbor Mafia, right? It's not all just Sid and Nate. Got to get a Cam Russell shout out in there too. Wicket mustache on his 1990 score rookie card.
Tough as shit.
Oh, the old Trans Am Duster working the tilt-a-whirl all summer. Looking like Merle's there.
Yeah.
So he said, the answer is Paul Henry, this scout. He's like our European pipeline. So we go into stories about how you go from a psychologist. He had a guy pull a gun on him when he was a psychologist at a halfway house. And it's like, all these scouts they're all hockey rats and super passionate, but the backgrounds are amazing. Like Kenny Fox was a farmer.
Yeah, a lot of them don't make enough money. Like they get barely paid to do it. Maybe they could submit their napkins at the concession shop at some of these rinks they're going to for their coffee bills to get it back. They probably don't even have receipts, and like gas mileage maybe to get to certain places. But these guys all just do it. A lot of them at that level, like in the early stages, finding the next one to get name drop your book. They do it because they just love it. They do it because they just love hockey and they want to be a part of it. And it's just the best game in the world, right?
Well, Jeff Toohey, he's a scout. He ends up, working in Peterborough for years. He gets to the NHL. And one of his first scouting assignments, he had to hitchhike to it in Ontario because he didn't have a car. Like, he looked like Merle's. Like,
How were they filing, like,
thumb riding on the side of the road?
Hey, how are they filing reports back then? Because now it's all on the computer. Did they have to like call in and
Call in? Like,
Really?
there's a story.
saw
in
Colby Armstrong
Yep.
Tuesday night
Yep.
playing league game?
And the thing was, one of the guys says, you get back, you're on the road and you go to the Legion, you have a few Pepsis, you get back at your room at 2 a.m. and the phone's flashing, right? It's like, just give me a call. And you're like, oh, you got to straighten yourself up. Yeah, this Armstrong kid, he seems like he has potential. He's pretty tough. He'll never break his nose, stuff like that.
I bet you that's where they got the best info, is at those, the KFC or whatever they're
For
called.
sure. You
Get the
guys
inside
know
scoops.
when we get the scoops when we're out socializing, do we not?
Oh yeah. That's how you got to. You got to rub elbows. You got to pick up the phone. You got to make a call. You got to just talk to people. Stay in touch with people. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? Ear to the ground kind of stuff.
That's my famous draft story, Kenny. Is when the draft was in Boston. I was going out to the bars the night before the draft, thinking it was cool seeing all the scouts out there.
Yeah.
Little did I know. How stupid was I?
You had attitude problem written over you when they saw you there.
Some off ice issues.
Yeah, but it's fun. Like, these guys, they work hard. I love the stories in the book, and I learned that the magic number for scouts is 6. You have to see a guy 6 times before you can make a solid decision. Every scout's been burned. Don't fall in love too early. Like, guys, I'm sure our parents told us. I know Dr. Dan told me, "What are you going with that girl for? You're going off to college. Don't fall in love too early, boy." And he was right. So don't fall in love right away. There's a lot of scouts have been burned by that, and most of the guys get burned early, and then they learn. So everybody saw you guys at least 6 times before they committed.
Well, I'm 43. I'm 43 years old coming up here. November 23rd is my birthday. So just a few years away, speaking of Dr. Dan, before it's probably the old prostate check from Dr. Dan. Hey?
Well, boys, as Dad said, it's not my wedding ring. It's a wristwatch. That's his line. He's a doctor. He didn't say it to me. He says it to his patients. You're going to talk off your wedding ring, doc. It's not a wedding ring. It's a wristwatch. I turned the big 5-0, buddy. So I've climbed that mountain.
Yes, you have. Attaboy. Yeah. Everyone in the chat, get checked out. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%, buddy.
That's some scouting right there, eh? That's going the extra mile by the doctor.
I got to ask you, who wrote the foreword on this new book? Because I did
Mike
one
Futa.
for you, which I was honored.
Fute's our guy.
Yeah, Fuchs is a beauty. I call him the OHL whisperer. It's amazing to me that no one has hired this man. He's a guy. All scouts, like, listen, anybody can go. Connor McDavid's going to be awesome. Sid's going to be awesome. Scouts take their pride in how do you get a guy out of the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round. And Futa's the OHL whisperer. The guys he got out of the O for the LA Kings when they won their cups is insane. So Mike was kind enough to write the forward. Love the guy. Amazing hockey scout. Plus, he was an extra in Youngblood. So immediate street cred.
I didn't know that. He never told us that. We spent a lot of time with him out in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 2 years ago now?
Yeah,
Well,
Frozen 4.
Most movie
Kenny,
stars are humble.
Plug your book one more time. Let everybody know where we can get it and everything. Things he probably already bought 10
and
copies.
check out some of his other books too. One Night Only has a bunch of other good ones too, but this one is highly interesting. The next one, Kenny.
Yeah.
This is the next one. It's available wherever fine books are sold. All bookstores in Canada. In the US, your best bet might be on Amazon. And this is crazy. This is my 8th book, but as you said, Colby, I like to keep it simple. And the goal, boys, as I mentioned, this might be a little highbrow for Biz, but one day I'm going to write a book and he's going to read his first ever book. And the last book was Hometown Hockey Heroes. It did really well. And I sent a text to Ganelli. I don't know if
that's a good one. Yeah, there's some great stories in there of certain guys. Of course, your idol, you're the one-man teapot.
My idol, Merle's, is Teapot.
Yeah.
He was the junior C scoring star for the Pickle
I think you had his
Mariners.
T-shirt on last time you came on.
So I did, the legend. And an update on T. I'll get it for you guys just in case you need that, because I know you got to check the game notes, and this is quite a note here. So this is T. T was at C with my cousin Tyler last week, and here it is. There we go. Look, did that come through? The sweet one hauled in a bit of a tuna.
Oh, he's just working a tuna boat, hey?
Yeah, he's bow-legged too. That's how you get the bow legs, boys.
Oh, that's how we do it.
Tuna.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotta get my son Ted on the the fishing boat.
Oh
Wicked
yeah.
tuna.
Well, there's some other pictures. Yeah. So
Wicked tuna with teapot.
yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Those things
But
go
where
right to
can they
Japan.
find your books again? They can find them online, buy them online.
Amazon, or any bookstore in Canada. And my thing is like this is listen. So what I would do if I was to order my book right now or go to a bookstore, I'd put a rush on it because everybody says, "Oh, it's hockey book season, Christmas coming up, Christmas coming,
Yeah.
coming up." Wrong. Friday night is Halloween. Buy 50 of these suckers and give them away for Halloween.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
Imagine how pissed off a kid would be.
Yeah.
That's a full chocolate bar house. I went to a house, they gave out a book. What do you
Yeah,
guys give out for do you give
worse
out
than getting
M&M's for
apples.
Halloween? I mean, Merles, what do you guys give out?
Melt in your mouth, not in your hands, bud.
Yeah.
There's Teapot. That's the latest cat.
Wow.
Holy shit. Look at the size of that thing.
Holy,
Yeah.
is that teapot and the reflectors there?
That's T in the yellow. That's my
Yep.
cousin Tyler beside him.
Holy
Tuna
shit.
in the middle. Boys, I swear to God, greatest natural goal scorer I've ever seen in my life is T. Like, I was 10, 11 years old going to the Hector Arena, and this guy, my dad said, he's a money player. And I said, what do you mean, Dad? He said, when it's on the line, T will step up. He scored the most beautiful goals. I got his puck over there from when he scored the Nova Scotia Junior C Championship goal in 1984 in overtime. And I swear, like, he would will a goal, and I swear to God, that tuna went by the boat, and T just gave it the old look. Boom, she jumped right in the boat. They didn't even have to hook it. He willed it.
He's like a legend. He's just
Oh.
beyond human.
Merles, you know this. Colby, you know this. Every town has a local legend who is a hockey hero. Ours was Teapot, and he's honest to God, boys, best fisherman, best baseball player, best golfer, best darts, best pool player. He can do it all. He's
Does
the
it
sweet
all.
one. Yeah, Teapot.
Well,
There
that's
you go.
good, buddy. There
Oh,
it is.
And there's Paul
That's good.
Henry.
Oh, there he is. Okay, great. With the book.
Yeah.
Awesome, buddy.
Yeah, just
Love it.
Paul's a guy, as Cam Russell said, don't call Paul for the book. Meet Paul, because Paul is an amazing man and he makes you feel better. And the cool thing about Paul as a psychologist, and I never thought this about hockey scouting or why he did the first interviews, he didn't do it to pick a kid's brain. He did it to see if the kid just needed some help.
Yeah.
Like, did you have a tough background coming up, or is there anything I can work on? So he's such a selfless guy, and these scouts are so selfless. Like you guys said, they don't get paid a ton of money. They're on the road the whole time. Paul does this for the love of the game. He's become a legend in the scouting world. It was an honor to have him in my book, and he's just a kind man. And I like to shine a light on some people in the game that don't get enough credit, that makes the game what it is, the beautiful thing that it is. And Paul Henry's everything about that.
Awesome. Check out that
Love it.
book. The next one, Kenny Reid, absolute legend, following the Jays. Got his Wayne Gretzky Jofa bucket on, Jofa, however you call it.
See why they didn't strap up?
Who wins tonight, Kenny? The Jays get it done?
Well, listen, Backlund, Saskatchewan. This is the deal. The Jays get it done tonight and Friday, and I will be rocking at the rink with Terry Ryan and having the Wayne Armstrong special. 1 cigarette, half a Pepsi, and a thing of Fun Dip and a kick in the nuts. $2.
There he is, Kenny.
There it
Reid.
is. All right,
for
thanks,
coming on,
Kenny.
buddy. Good
Pleasure
luck with
seeing
that
you,
book.
boys.
Yeah.
Much love. See ya.
You're the best.
That guy, he is an absolute wild card. He's nuts. And it's the perfect segue because we gotta get into it. We got to get into the college hockey, and there's not a crazier league in the world right now than NCAA hockey. It's time for riding the bus, and we got to bring on G, our college hockey insider, Spittin' Chicklets college hockey insider. There's upsets every Friday night now.
We
Hey,
said this
hold
last
on.
week. Did we not? Like,
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like from the start of the year with the news and the McKenna and then the McKenna game, and then we had the MS Michigan State against Boston, like, do you feel like it's picking up, like it's grabbed attention and it's going? Because I kind of feel like it is. I feel like that was a great way to start the year, but I feel like people, maybe just because I'm in the environment, are paying attention to it.
Oh yeah.
yeah. And I mean, what we're going to start to see is like the in-conference games starting up. Like Penn State.
Yeah.
Penn State's a team I kind of want to talk about because, the past few weeks they played LIU, Clarkson, Stonehill.
Struggled with Stonehill. They only beat them 3-2 and 4-2. Stonehill's a team that used to lose to everybody 8-9
What's
nothing.
Stonehill? What is
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
Dana Beers. It's where Dana Beers went to school.
Really?
It is a great school, great academic school. I will say that. But Penn State. So the next 3 weeks after this, they go Ohio State, Michigan State, Michigan. So you're really going to get to see how good this team actually is. But to Merle's point, and we talked about this last week, with all the CHL kids coming in, the U Sports kids coming in, the AHL and ECHL players coming in, anyone can beat anyone on any given week. And I think Stonehill playing Penn State to a 1-goal game and then a 2-goal game the next night is a perfect description of that.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild. There's zero identity from any of the teams. God bless you if you're trying to pick winners in that, because it seems like every Friday night the upset, but then Saturday they somehow bounce back. The one crazy one too was UConn beat BU 8-4, I think it was. Like UConn's a great team too, but BU can't be losing 8-4 with that kind of team.
No, BU was up early too in that game.
Yeah. I don't
So
know.
Everything comes back. G's like talking about the league, and Merle's like, it's hard to pick winners.
Always. But Merles, I think you made a great point there. And when we released the Chicklets U video that we did with Maine, we do talk about this with Ben Barr, is like creating an identity in college hockey is so much more difficult than it used to be, because you'd have guys that were there, even with the COVID rule. You had guys on Michigan and on some of these teams that were there 4 or 5 years because they had that extra year of eligibility with COVID. Now you look at Maine's roster, they have 13 new guys. How do you create a culture? And there's all these restrictions on when they can skate, how often they can skate, how often they can be together before the season. How the hell do you create a team identity when you have 13 new players on the team?
Yeah. And now you're dealing with the portal. So a kid gets pissed off. He's not getting as much ice time. He's not like all in. They're not like all in. Like, to your point, what you're saying is like kids would go there. They'd be committed. They would go there. If they signed an NHL deal and left early, that's one thing. But now these kids are just going year to year where it's like, I'm not getting my cookies. I'm going over here now. So it's
Point
totally
merchants.
You know what a coach told me? I won't say his name, but he told me players aren't afraid to get benched anymore. Like, they're just not afraid. They go like they're not given 110% in practice. And it's kind of like you just said, like, if he gives me shit, if I'm not first line, first PP next season, I'll be out of here. Or even at the halfway point this season, I'll be out of here.
It's wild.
Yeah,
it's absolutely wild.
Crazy.
It has changed the landscape that way, which does make it hard to pick winners. Can't pick winners. Is Michigan State the faraway favorite?
No. Michigan State.
I mean, Western Michigan beat Michigan this weekend. I mean, Michigan right now is the state of hockey. They're incredible. But
Sorry, Minnesota.
No, Minnesota Duluth. Minnesota Duluth's been stringing some wins together. They're looking better. They're always well coached out there. They're always a tough out.
Did you put them in your top 10, Merle?
They are in my top 10, I believe. I believe they're in there. Did we have that up there? Did we pull that right up there? I can't really see it with my glasses.
There's Merle's power
Got
rankings.
him in there. You see him. I moved them all the way up to number 5.
Colorado College.
They're not losing. They're what? What's their record? 5-1 or something? They're
7-1, I believe.
All these other teams are losing. BU's got a bunch of losses. Denver's got a bunch of losses. I even moved Colorado College in because they're winning games.
Colorado College beat UConn one night too. So like I love that you got Colorado College in there, Murr.
Yeah, let's get these teams that are winning games. They're like these other teams that got the big names are losing, and they're struggling with teams.
I got to ask
no-name teams. I had Providence in last week. Who'd they struggle with? They played
St. Thomas.
James Thomas. Come on.
New barn though. They were playing for the new barn, right?
I was going to ask you about Penn State, G. I know you just brought them up. Talk about them. There they are. Is that Merle's still? Yeah, that's Merle's.
That's Merle's. We got G's.
Yeah, you could throw G's up there. I was asking about Penn State. Like, they were supposed to have a cupcake stretch of games here, and like last have they blown any team out really at all? Like you would expect. I think they've all been kind of pretty close games.
Yeah, I think they had one blowout game, if I'm not mistaken, against Long Island. But I mean, every other game they've played this season has been a close game.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's a testament of the young guys, the new roster. And it's going to be interesting when they go to Michigan, when they go to Michigan State, even Ohio State. That's going to be an interesting game. I want to see what we're really going to get. It's still early, but you're going to see how good Gavin McKenna actually is when he's going up against guys like Michael Hayes, and he's going up against guys like, Trey Augustine. We'll see how good this kid actually is.
Yeah. Yeah, the conference play is much better, and then these guys had a month together, so it should start turning around a little bit. I got Union RPI this weekend, crosstown rivals back-to-back. Union first night. Saturday 4 p.m. at RPI. Blackout. Watch out for me. I might black out after that game. We will see. But
that's every night you're at RPI is a blackout.
4 p.m. start time is just beautiful, beautiful stuff. Can you imagine being a college kid and your game's 4 p.m. and you're done? Oh, I can't imagine it. Remember, we had the 1 p.m. start in San Antonio, and that's when we got in all the trouble down there.
Merles, we're an RPI pod. You look at us, we're all in the RPI colors right now.
Taking over.
It's a sign. Who is one guy that we should look out for this season? If we're getting people to watch RPI hockey games, who's the one guy?
Yeah.
Jaeger. Not because of Bugsy's Jagermeister bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger. Jagger. He's number 72. He had, I think, 20 points last year. He's from Newfoundland. He's a Newfie. That's why I like him. Terry Ryan. He's got a little Terry Ryan in him.
Boozing with him after the game is probably
look
why.
for him. I've noticed him a lot. This
Great
goalie, I gotta look up his name.
Jaeger gives great pump-up speeches, probably.
They threw in the third-string goalie the other night, and he was incredible. He stood on his head against BC. The fans were chanting his name. Can't believe I can't think of Dorfman. This guy place was going nuts. So watch out for him if he gets another game in, but most likely not. But Jaeger looks like a solid player for me.
I love it.
Yeah. So anything else in the college front, guys, or we want to keep moving along here?
We're good. Junesies, not much happening in Junesies. Yeah. Top 10 was released again. Week to week, we get these top 10 rankings. Jake O'Brien leading the OHL in points. And I believe, is he a Flyers pick?
Jake
Brantford
O'Brien.
Still hanging out up there, but look who's creeped in, Merles.
We got London. My London guys. Yeah, I've been down there scouting London. I went into the locker room and said, "Hey, boys, I do this show Game Notes, and you're not in Arm Dog's top 10, so let's get out of the bars here. Stop seeing me at the bars and get yourselves in the top 10 here." So I'm happy to see my London Knights in there. Hey.
Thank you in the chat. Seattle pick. Chicklets. Thank you.
Can you somebody ask Merles if he has any more of those Harvey gift cards? I haven't really eaten much lately.
Hey, bud, check out this poutine I bought from the store below me, bud. And it just looks like a diarrhea in a diaper picture from last year. That was insane. Beamsy's like, all the London Knights players are always at Lucy's when I'm eating dinner there with 8 of my girlfriends.
Oh, Memesy, we love you. All right, moving on. It is time for everyone's favorite segment where we really dig into things. It's time for Show Mindsies. And Arm Dog, you're up first, bud.
I don't really have a show this week, but I would probably just chuck in the if I had to pick one, I would just chuck in the Frenzy, man. Like the Frenzy all day long. I could have been better on a Saturday. Yes, we could critique it to death. The double boxes on the Pens game. Yes, all this stuff. But 32 teams all in action in one day. They did try to scatter the games a little bit. At 6 o'clock start was in Philly to get us started. And I stayed up right till the LA, San Jose, big comeback to tighten it up near the end of the game. We're unable to get it done. But some great games last night. Lots of hat tricks, a couple tilts, lots of goals. How many goals were scored last night? Did we hear the final tally total?
I feel like I saw 102, but don't quote me on that. I'm sure somebody in the chat will have that for us.
102. So they were hoping to break 100, I think is what Bucci was saying with Weeksy, who sat there on that channel. 109. There we go. A couple people at 109.
See, I was trying Dr. Under. I was trying to go under.
Jack, Thank you. You're good. What was the over under?
No, I don't know. I was trying to find that, the Grand Salami. I couldn't find it.
Under was going to make an appearance on that
Dr.
frenzy.
Under.
We got the Insano parlay, which was basically a Powerball. I mean, we got Singsy hitting that massive ticket. We had all the usuals that are in our in our comments and in our feeds popping up with all their crazy picks. Is 16 games. So I have to say that show. I don't know when the next one is. I believe they're going to do it again. I think maybe, but I'm hoping it's on like a Saturday or something like that where we can just get noon games started and it's a real spread out frenzy all day. That was absolutely electric with the Jays game last night too. So thank you for that. Thank you. I love that. That's show.
Yeah, so we can transition right to my show, which is everything you're talking about was done on the DraftKings Sportsbook, and I'm calling up to the show, the DraftKings Sportsbook, as they will be opening up in the state of Missouri on December 1st, and to celebrate that, they want to have a mini ice con out there December 9th out in St. Louis. Bruins at St. Louis. They want Elio, PJ, myself, any of you guys that want to come out there. And it's not the full ice con. Maybe it's more of like an ice crushed ice con, crushed ice, the little cubes, the good little cubes you get, the best way to have a good cocktail. And we're going to do that. So shout out to them. They want us to come out. They're going to do a ton of events, DraftKings Sportsbook. So call them up to the show for putting on that event. And we're going to get a fun hockey trip out of it.
Wow. December 9th, you said?
December 9th in St. Louis, where we just were for the Frozen Four. And you better believe I'll be going to that barbecue spot again.
Yeah, barbecue spot, and then cruising around in a golf cart, drinking beers and drinking on the street in St. Louis. That was crazy that you could do that. I remember all of that. That was incredible. That would be fun. So mark that on your calendar, maybe early Christmas to celebrate that. That's awesome.
Yeah, Missouri, baby. G, why don't you come on for your show? Sorry.
It's the holiday season. I'm calling up the holiday season to the show. Halloween officially marks the day one of holiday season. We got Halloween, we got Thanksgiving, and then we got Christmas. It's the trifecta. We got decorations. We got great food. We got football. We got hockey. The World Series is on. Basketball is starting up. It is the greatest time of the year, and I'm in the greatest city on earth in Boston, which makes it even better. But I'm calling up the holiday season to the show. I love decorating my house. I'm excited to give candy to the trick-or-treaters on Saturday. I've never done that before because I've always been in, apartment buildings. So holiday season to the show, boys. Break out the eggnog. Break out the eggnog.
That's unbelievable. I'm at my brother's house. I opened the fridge. I saw this in there. I'm like, it's unbelievable. And then you bring up the holiday season. It's out already, baby.
Take a swig. Take a swig for the boys.
Get it in you there, Memesy. Get a little swig in you, bud.
I like my eggnog and rum in the holidays.
Hey, Memesy's definitely an eggnog straight out of the carton guy. Gets all over his mustache.
Oh, yeah. Drips down onto his...
my brother's going to love seeing this on here. I drank his eggnog.
It's probably from last year.
Memes drank his eggnog. Drank his eggnog.
You can just smell it even before the sip.
Yeah, it's season.
It's the holidays, baby.
Oh, here we go, folks. It's eggnog season. As soon as the greatest thing I heard to your show, G, my wife, because I'm leaving to Minnesota to meet the Penguins on their road trip, Minnesota to Winnipeg to Toronto and home. I'll miss Halloween. I got to say this, though. She goes, as soon as Halloween's done, I'm going full Christmas mode. I'm setting up everything early. I know it's faux pas not to do it before Thanksgiving. People you can't do this. You can't do this. I hate Halloween. I love Christmas. The quicker I can get into it, the better. Shout out. That's a great show, buddy. I can't wait.
November 1st, Christmas decorations every year.
Eggnog all over your face. Eggnog everywhere. Just glasses of eggnog next to your bed because you didn't finish it the night before you fell asleep. Let's go. Let's go. Jazz in the chat says it's a crime. Jazz, I saw your Christmas tree.
Oh, fuck
I saw
off,
a picture
Jazz.
of your Christmas tree in your apartment or your house, whatever it was, Jazz. That Christmas tree is a crime. That's a crime. You're the Grinch, Jazz. You are the Grinch.
Oh.
Battle of Pennsylvania. You might have got me last night, Jazz, with your flyers in the chat. But Jazz, Jazz, you're the Grinch of Christmas, bud.
Remember, we do have an actual Grinch on this show. Pasha is the Grinch of Christmas.
Robert Luongo here. Roberto Luongo.
No, I don't hate Christmas, Army. I don't hate Christmas. I just
What do you mean? We had a graphic of you last year, didn't we? As the Grinch, wasn't that you?
I am a Grinch, but I don't
Devil's
hate
jersey?
Christmas. I just,
No.
I don't buy into the hype. But anyways, my show is Brad Marchand. This is a very unfortunate story. He's actually going to be coaching a team in Nova Scotia today after the coach's daughter tragically passed away. So yeah, just kind of an elite move by him, stepping up, doing that. Good on the Panthers for letting him go do that. So Brad Marchand to the show for doing that.
Is there a fundraiser for it or anything you can pump, or that sounds horrible?
There might be. Let me look into it. There isn't anything on this tweet here, but let me look into that.
Yeah, that's sad.
really
Good on
sad.
Brad. Good on Brad.
Yeah.
Big heart,
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah, thoughts go out to JP McCallum and his family.
Yeah, absolutely.
terrible.
Good to shine up a guy for going back and doing a good thing like that for the community, the family, the players. Classy, all class.
Very classy. Yeah.
Yes, and all these early deaths that have been going on to the Mindsies, that's for sure. It's
Oh.
awful. And with that, we got to move on to the Mindsies. Arm Dog, I know you already sent the refs of Cruz's game down, but you got anything else? Or
Oh, I got
doing
another
double
one, bud.
duty?
So my kid gets back in the game in the tournament, right? And they're playing this team, the Markham Majors, I think they were called. So we're where BC plays. What's it called? Conti Forum.
Yep.
So they're playing there. Of course, there's no live bar in there. There's no like normal stuff. And our school is like the kids live at the school. So we don't have a traditional like family when they travel, like usual teams. They live at your house. My kid lives at the school. So who's going to video the game? How are we going to get a feed? How am I going to watch my kid play? I need the fix. I got to see this. I got to watch it online. Well, it turns out after a while of research, Markham Majors have some hero act dads in the stands going to broadcast the game on some kind of feed, whether I don't know what it will be on, whatever platform they use.
Like you did you used to do that for Penn's Elite,
Yes,
didn't you?
yeah, we did
Yeah.
it. Yeah, Cine TV we called it, and we did the games and all. It was great. All the parents that couldn't make it, the grandparents that are out of town, aunts and uncles, friends, actually other players on other teams that weren't playing on the weekend and their age group. They want to keep track of certain games, what's going on. It was awesome, right?
Yeah.
So these dads are asked, can you lend us your stream, like whatever it is, and we have some people that aren't here that want to watch this game, and is it okay if we can get on there? The dads, I don't know. We have to ask the coach. I'm not sure. Like if we can give it out and if they're 15, like we're pre-scouting. I'm on the chat. I'm like, fucking tell these loser dads from Markham. I said, I'm going to rip them on my podcast if they don't give me the feed. I need to watch my kid. Well, we get the feed finally in the third period because my wife went down and asked like one of the coaches in between the second and third what the feed is because these dads were too scared to ask the coach. And so it turns out the coach, I think, is like maybe his name was Jody. Mel didn't get his name, but maybe like Jody Robinson, the backpack Bridgeport guy.
Yeah.
I think he's an American guy, but I don't know. I think it might have been him. I was trying to connect the dots because he said he played against me in the minors.
Yeah,
and
that's probably him.
Yeah.
Jody.
So he's like, yeah, no problem. He gives it right away. Like, not a big deal, of course, right? So I'm sending these loser dads hoarding the stream to watch 15-year-old kids play, watching my kid. I only got the third period in by the time I got it. These dorks, Markham Major dads. Dorks.
All right. Yeah, that's definitely Mindsy. My Mindsy has been bothering me for a few years now. I couldn't really think of some other situations. I know the chat will have some, but it drives me nuts. Like last night, I'm watching the Pittsburgh Penguins game, and I see this little righty number 81 out there. And I'm like, oh, wait, is Kessel back? Like, I understand you can't retire all the numbers, but don't give a guy that looks exactly like him, like a little righty, the same number as him. It drives me nuts. I was trying to think of some other situations like where you see like a little lefty D gets the same number as like Niedermeyer had, 44. It's like, Give him any other number. It drives me nuts.
Merles, I think a 15-year buffer period would be great. 15 years from now, you know what? You got to move on. It's 81 is in the past. That's not Kessel. You can't retire every number. But if you give that 15 years from his last game till when you give out the new jersey, I think that's a fair rule.
It's
Or
like
just
Men
like
in
if
Black.
it's a lefty, if that kid's a lefty, then it's fine. It's like it's always so weird to me.
Ben Kindle, that is 18-year-old rookie, Calgary Hitman,
love
first
him.
overall pick. Yeah, he looks good. He looks like Marner to me at times, like how smart he is, where he's going, how he makes plays happen. We'll see if he sticks around. He's getting Merles. We're getting to that 10-game mark, kind of like where they got to make decisions on guys and what's going to happen. I saw the Flyers the other day sent Jet Luchenko down to Guelph in the Ontario Hockey League, which was pretty interesting because he played for the Flyers, I believe, last year and suffered an injury, was trying to rehab back. And I don't know if like it completely is connected for him, but they've decided to say, so we're going to start seeing some of these guys and these younger guys that are kind of on the verge of that burning a year contract, what will happen with them in their development. So
is that why the Pens, I saw they scratched the D,
Yeah.
the one game? They've been trying to stretch it out a little bit.
yeah, I think manage their games. Yes. Manage the 9-game, 10-game mark and like developmentally, like not play. Cause they had back-to-backs and all this stuff and not like put them in tough spots, I think. So, and we saw that with your guy, Leo Carlson, right? We were pissed. We're like, play him. We want to see him, play him. And they did that. They were kind of the first team that did that like management thing with them, with a young guy, right? Usually they just play everybody.
I think it was Stamkos was the last one you really heard about. Remember way back? I think it was Barry Melrose was the coach and they wanted him in the weight room or something. They were scratching him, but he was scoring every game. And I think that didn't last long. I feel like the Carlson one didn't end up lasting too long though either, right?
Yeah.
After a while, they're like, we got to play him every game. This kid is nasty. So, all right. G, send something to the Mindsies.
I was gonna send Cruz Armstrong to the Mindsies because I was so excited just to go watch my guy play. I was just so excited. I planned my whole weekend around it and getting that text Saturday night. But I'll say this. So I'm not going to call Cruz to the Mindsies. We're going to do a quick Mindsies. Anyone who didn't buy the breast cancer awareness merch, you go to the Mindsies. But I want to say, Colby, show to you, you've raised a respectable young man. Cruz knew I was coming to the game, and he sent me a long text apologizing for getting kicked out.
Well, he felt bad.
He felt bad. So I appreciate that a lot. So we'll send anyone who didn't buy the breast cancer merch to the Mindsies and the ref who kicked Cruz out of his game, who was overwhelmed. So it'd actually be the people who scheduled the ref. That's who we're sending to the Mindsies.
Yes. That's who should be in the Mindsies.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. Ball dropped, Mindsies.
And just to be clear, so we don't break any rules, I am not Cruz Armstrong's agent. I have never said anything to any schools for him. It's all a joke. Just want to make that very clear.
We're going to need a disclaimer, Pasha. Pasha, get to work. We need a Cruz.
You're like
Armstrong
a father
agent
figure for
disclaimer.
him. You're kind of like a father figure for him.
I just have like a shrine of Cruz in my closet because I know he's my meal ticket. He's going to get me paid someday.
Yeah, buddy. We'll be traveling around. I'll bring you. He's got to have his advisor there.
He needs his entourage. I'll be part of his like turtle. I'll be his turtle from Entourage.
Yeah, bring that hat. Bring that hat.
All right, Pasha, who you got going to the Mindsies now?
My Mindsies was the Canucks Rangers game last night.
Of course,
One of
it
the
has
worst.
to do with the Rangers.
I was there. One of the worst hockey games I've ever seen. And to make matters worse, I was watching Avs Devils, which was like the
Warning. The following statements are about to be made by a deranged Devils fan. The views expressed are his and his only. Take everything you hear with a grain of salt because, remember, he is a deranged Devils fan.
No, this is a perfectly non-deranged, just calm, reasonable thing. But yeah, so to leave my house watching that crazy game to go watch this absolute snooze fest, two teams that just, I mean, to the Canucks' credit, they're missing Quinn Hughes, Hedl, Garland left the game. They have a reason for not being able to string a fucking pass together, but between that and the Rangers being an awful team, it was one of the worst games I've ever seen. So that game to the Mindsies.
I like it. The Rangers game I went to was pretty nice. But while we're talking the Rangers, we're talking all these teams. Let's look at our updated Game Notes Cup standings. I'm pretty sure I have the Rangers. They have to be the worst team I have.
Let's suck on that, boys. Suck on that.
Here he comes again. Speaking of that, didn't you send out like a tweet last night on the New Jersey Devils and you're like, oh my God, we're freaking awesome. What a team. And sings you and sings you're like hugging each
Not
other. On the
last
internet.
night.
I don't know. And I got a tweet from Jazz during the Battle of Pennsylvania game. He's like, how do you like that one? Nice. We got it. We got the better end of you when they called off the OT. It was offside.
Oh, there's two offside ones, right?
He deleted the tweet. I was like, come on, buddy. It went to a shootout. I was like loving it, but I was loving you because they were up, what, 4-0?
Who?
Avs.
Avs were up 5-0.
5-0.
Devils scored 4 goals in 4 minutes, and then fucking Jacob Markstrom, man. Jesus Christ. Like, terrible game from him.
Bad numbers.
Are you worried about him now, Pasha?
Yeah, like they were talking about the extension. Like there were the reports last week. They're working on the extension. Where do you stand on that?
I'm not worried about him. I mean, Merles, you said in the group chat last night that Utah losing was like the most predictable loss ever. I thought this Devils one was like Markstrom's coming off an injury. Allen's won like 8 straight starts. You're putting him to play in Denver at altitude against an angry team that you just beat coming off an injury. I was like, you should not be starting Markstrom. And of course, he just gets lit up. I'm not worried about him, but like, fuck me. He looked terrible.
Yeah, the Chicklets guys, go listen to the episode. Great episode. They had Utah owner on, Ryan Smith, Utah insider Heater. I don't know who else they have from Utah. It was an entire episode of Utah. They had the front graphic of Biz in a Utah jersey. It was the most automatic loss of all time, the biggest Chicklets mush of all time. I can't believe people are still falling for that.
Buddy, they made a push to come back in that game. They were dead and gone and against Montreal. They made a huge push against Edmonton too with Cooley, Connie. I mean, that line is just so electric. They're must watch. Really, they're just so fun to watch. Seattle too. Who has Seattle? They were riding a big win streak and made a big push against Montreal.
Got Seattle there.
They stole a point. They stole a point last night.
Oh, they were going at it. I have a feeling Pasha's not going to last in this. I have a feeling some of these teams are going to fall off and like something's going to happen. It's not going to be there, bud.
And I think that's the opposite for you, Army. I think your teams like Oilers are going to figure it out. The Panthers are going to figure it out. The Leafs are going to figure it out. I think you'll sit atop at the end.
Merle's Blues got to figure it out too.
Oh, they're a disaster. I don't know what's going on there.
Stink.
Jesus.
They lost Thomas not in the lineup. They're missing some key guys. Like, I don't know.
What about my Wild? I thought the Wild were going to be good. They stink now.
I'll be boots on the ground there tomorrow.
John Hines. Not a
Do you guys remember there was all those rumors about Jordan Kyrou potentially being traded this summer to Montreal? I wonder if those rumors are going to pick back up if they continue to
fall
lose.
out. Yeah. I would have to think
I could see that. Now that's a top 6 winger I would love to see playing with the Devils beside Jack.
Always comes back to
everyone.
Devils. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. 99 trophy, the Wayne Gretzky trophy. Let's see what we got. I'm losing this one. This is like credit card game. I come up with all these games and I lose. God damn it. I'm getting killed.
You are getting killed. What's going on with you, bud?
Jesus.
Is Howard, it says Howard is -2?
No, that's just the dash.
No,
they all have that.
Didn't want to take Demidov, Matt. God damn it.
I think Cooch will get hot though too. Like 10 points, he's gonna figure it out.
Yeah, he's starting to heat up. I think last week he was at 2 or 3, something like that. He's starting to figure out. Had the OT winner the other night, so he's gonna get going.
Yeah, I think the most shocking one here is only 8 points for Austin Matthews. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, no question.
Missing Marner, huh? My guy, he's got 12 points out in Vegas. Yeah, that's pretty good. But
Suzuki,
so
boys.
I got a
Suzuki.
good thing I got a lot of connections with the ice time around here. It looks like I'm going to be putting a few hours in on the rink.
Libby says the Murley mush.
It's early.
It's
early, Merles. It's early.
Yeah, I'm worried about Howard getting sent down.
Can you imagine if Misa gets sent back to Junesies or something? Oh my God, I would die. San Jose, they can't do that. He's just starting to get it going for me too. He's getting some points here, a couple points lately.
San Jose's fun to watch as we thought. That was awesome. Celebrini, Smith show in New York. They were awesome. They were at it again last night. So keep an eye on them out west as we move on to the picks. Only one game tonight because of the frenzy, which kind of stinks. But you'll have your Blue Jays on in the background, and the one game it's Toronto, of course. Like you couldn't have planned that any worse. The one team playing, the one game in the NHL is Toronto, but you got Toronto at Columbus. Fun game.
No.
Fun game.
Buddy, Columbus is good, man. Columbus is tight. Columbus can skate. They can fly.
Columbus is not good.
Dude, they're playing.
Whoa.
They're a tough team to play against. Like, I will say this. I saw them in Pittsburgh just the other night on a back-to-back. Like, they look faster than they did last year. I think they have some elements there that it can be tough to play against. You know what I mean? So that, I don't know.
They're
look pretty good.
When I watched them the one game, and I obviously went against them, and it was those rushing guys. They're always so dangerous. They look so they could score at any time. So that's why I'm going on the over tonight. Just it's one game. We need a fun game, so I'll go over 6.5 minus 115. DraftKings Sportsbook, and then I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to have Nylander to score a goal and Fantilli to score a goal. So that's my three plays for tonight. The one game, and give me the over. Give me the over in the baseball game as a wild pick.
Well, a tickler.
Little tickle, little sports equinox without the other two sports. I'm not getting into the NBA.
No, don't do that.
That's
hey. Speaking of your costume and everything, maybe the greatest tweet ever. Speaking of Nylander, that Willander made his debut for the Canucks last night, was called up, and Memesy sends out this.
Yeah, I was sitting there and just thinking, and I said, "Oh, Willie and Nylander, and he's got the blonde hair." So I said, "Hey, this is if Willie Nylander had a kid with Willie Nylander," and the internet just went crazy about it.
He comes up with some good stuff, old Memesy. I just thought that was an all-time tweet last night, a picture of Willander. And this would be if Willie Nylander had a baby with Willie Nylander. It's just such a... I read it like Memesy would talk, and
that's what I was going to ask you. Do you read all his tweets like that? That's how I do it.
I do too. He's so creative and hilarious. Like, I was dying literally on the couch last night. My wife's like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, Memesy, just Memesy. Absolutely hilarious guy. So, all right, you got your picks in for tonight. Just one game, quiet night. Everyone can recharge the batteries. No big deal. And then what do we got the next night? Thursday night. I will be in Minnesota, Merles. There's 11 games on Thursday night.
11 games. I actually got the game. I didn't know you were going to be boots on the ground. You're back on the road. The most traveled man
Billy
in
Sushi
hockey
tonight, maybe. Billy Sushi,
Ooh,
bud.
Gee, careful that guy. Oh, remember last time we went there, bringing weapons out of the walls and whatnot. Guy's got like 6 restaurants under one roof somehow. I don't know. That guy was nuts. Best food though. Unbelievable food.
Unreal. Like 8 sushi boats. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking how bad St. Louis is. And I mean, this is it. Like, you're at home against Vancouver, who Posh has said is injured and just despicable team. So this is it for the Blues. You don't win here, you're in deep trouble. And now with the announcement of the crushed ice con, I think St. Louis might go on a run. They might win 8 or 9 out of 10. So I'm going to go St. Louis Blues money line. And then since your boots on the ground, I'm going to go Pittsburgh, Minnesota over 6.5. I missed on Pitt over yesterday, so usually comes back the next game. I'm on the Oilers 3-way. Pasha loves to tell us how bad the Rangers are. I saw it firsthand. They are not a good hockey club, so I'll go Edmonton 3-way there. And then the late game overs, Army. We got to get back into these. San Jose is our golden goose for late night overs. San Jose and New Jersey. We just talked about their goaltending troubles and goaltending controversy in New Jersey. So we'll go over 6.5 there.
I love that late game thing with San Jose. That's the golden goose now. That's the late game golden goose. That'll keep you up till 1 a.m. watching those ones.
These are getting tough. Like non-playoffs over here, like staying up till 1:30. Kids are up at 6, or it's getting a little out of hand.
Yes, sir.
I got to figure something out with that.
A lot of sports, Memesy. A lot of sports to keep you happy, though, bud.
Yeah, so that's a good show. We had Ken Reid on. Support him. Go get his book. Last chance for the merch, the Chicklets merch for breast cancer awareness. Next show is November, which is just insane. Next Wednesday is November.
You know what, Merles? November is Hockey Fights Cancer Month, so I think we're gonna keep it going. One more month, breast cancer awareness. Let's keep it going. We got hats. We got sweatshirts, we got t-shirts, we got it all. barstoolsports.com, store.barstoolsports.com. Go buy it right now. It goes to 5 under 40. Let's buy some ladies some wigs. It's very, very crucial to these girls when they get diagnosed with breast cancer. What am I going to do with my hair? That's their first question. Go buy these girls some wigs by buying some merch.
Absolutely.
And if you're, it's holiday season. If you've had a little too much eggnog on Halloween, make sure you drink some body armor afterwards and Saturday morning to get back in the game, get back on the ice. I'll be at Learn to Skate Saturday morning. Body armor will be right next to me. Thank you to them. Support them. Go to Walmart. Get your own body armor. Choose better.
It's up in Canada too, bud. It's up in Canada. Thank you, Jazz. Hockey Fights Cancer Night on TNT next Tuesday. So keep that tuned. You get their merch. Wear your merch while you're watching. Remember, you can always find our audio on Apple, Spotify, and Amazon. Please subscribe, like, and comment on the YouTube page. That's really valuable to us. So keep doing that. Get those numbers up for us. And Merle's coming up for game notes in the next little while. I'll be on some TNT action coming up here. So I'll be, you think I'm traveling? I'm really traveling coming up through November. So the Wednesdays,
seeing you on there. Well, no, we don't get the TNT up here in Canada. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to go down and see Merle's in New York, and so I can watch some TNT.
Sleep on his couch. Yeah. So I might have to bump some shows back next week just due to a little work and some travel that's maybe hard, which we'll figure out and get out to you guys so you guys know. But other than that, what a week. Frozen Friends, Sports Equinox, G got a house, Pasha. What'd Pasha do? Hates the Rangers.
Yeah, got to watch the Rangers win. Love that. That's it. That's a great show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thank you to the chat. Keep sending me winners, Singsy. Let's go.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Under, no goals.
It's time to check the game notes. I think we're going to have the show of the year here.
We're almost having magical moments here.
Show Mindsy's time, Army show. Start us off.
What an opportunity. Another idea by me.
Everything's Bros' idea. Dumber.